In the history of the NFL, few quarterbacks have revolutionized the game like Randall Cunningham, the man who redefined what it meant to play quarterback. Before Cunningham, the role of a quarterback was almost synonymous with pocket passing, a player whose primary job was to stand behind the line of scrimmage and deliver precise throws. Enter Cunningham, whose meteoric rise in the late 1980s challenged every preconceived notion about quarterbacks. With an unparalleled blend of arm strength, agility, and the ability to turn potential sacks into spectacular plays, Cunningham didn't just play the position, he revolutionized it. This video embarks on a journey through Cunningham's illustrious career, tracing the arc of his influence on the quarterback role. From his early days in the NFL to his peak with the Philadelphia Eagles, we explore how Cunningham's dynamic playmaking ability ushered in a new era for quarterbacks, paving the way for the dual-threat superstars that dominate the league today. If you're new to FootballLore, be sure to like and subscribe so we can hit 1,000 subscribers this year. Randall Cunningham's journey to becoming an NFL icon and a transformative figure in the quarterback position began long before he ever set foot on a professional field. Born on March 27, 1963, in Santa Barbara, California, Cunningham was introduced to the world of athletics early on, thanks to a supportive family environment deeply rooted in sports. His father, Randall Sr., not only played football, but also excelled in track, laying the foundational ethos of hard work, dedication, and the pursuit of excellence that would define Randall's life. Growing up in Santa Barbara, Cunningham's athletic talent became evident across multiple disciplines. At Santa Barbara High School, he didn't just play football, he starred in it, alongside showcasing his prowess in basketball and track and field. His high school years were marked by a blossoming versatility, setting school records in the high jump, a testament to his remarkable athleticism that transcended a single sport. Despite his evident talent, Cunningham's road to recognition as a quarterback was fraught with challenges. The late 70s and early 80s were a period when the archetype for quarterbacks was rigid, predominantly pocket passers, with less emphasis on mobility. Cunningham, however, broke the mold. His high school football career was distinguished not just by his arm, but by his ability to improvise, creating plays out of seemingly hopeless situations. Yet this unique skill set wasn't enough to attract the attention of top-tier college football programs. The era's scouting and recruitment processes often overlooked talent in less traditional markets, and Cunningham's Santa Barbara was no exception. The turning point came with his decision to attend the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. It was a choice that would seem unconventional to many, given UNLV's modest standing in the college football landscape. However, for Cunningham, it represented an opportunity, a chance to be a starting quarterback and to carve out a distinct identity in a program that promised him visibility and growth. At UNLV, Cunningham didn't just meet expectations, he shattered them. Under his leadership, the Rebels experienced some of their most successful seasons, with Cunningham's dynamic play calling, passing accuracy, and unparalleled ability to elude defenders, cementing his status as one of the most exciting players in college football. His time at UNLV was a period of exponential growth. Cunningham became a focal point of the offense, thrilling fans with his electrifying performances and rewriting the school's record books. His senior year culminated in a personal triumph, earning him a spot in the UNLV Hall of Fame and setting the stage for his entry into the NFL. Yet more than the accolades and the stats, it was Cunningham's impact on the game's very essence at UNLV that would define his legacy. He challenged and ultimately expanded the parameters of quarterbacking, blending athleticism with intelligence in a way that was ahead of its time. As Cunningham's college career drew to a close, the path ahead was clear. He had transformed from a relatively unknown high school athlete into a standout college quarterback, ready to take the professional world by storm. Yet the true measure of his journey from Santa Barbara to UNLV wasn't just in the records he set or the games he won. It was in the barriers he broke along the way. Randall Cunningham's early life and college career laid the foundation not just for a successful NFL career, but for a revolution in how the quarterback position was played, viewed, and valued in the years to come. Randall Cunningham's entrance into the NFL began when the Philadelphia Eagles selected him in the second round of the 1985 NFL Draft. a moment that marked the beginning of a transformative career. As a rookie, Cunningham saw limited action, playing in only 6 games and starting none. Yet he managed to complete 34 of 66 passes for 528 yards, showcasing glimpses of the dynamic playmaking ability that would define his career. His role expanded significantly in 1986, his first year as a starter, where he threw for 1,905 yards and 8 touchdowns, in addition to rushing for 540 yards, illustrating his dual threat capability. The 1987 season was a pivotal year for Cunningham as he began to solidify his reputation in the league. Despite a strike-shortened season that limited him to 12 games, he accumulated 2,786 passing yards, 12 touchdowns, and an impressive 505 rushing yards, earning his first Pro Bowl selection. It was during this season that Cunningham's signature play, the play against the New York Giants, where he evaded a sack from Carl Banks and threw a touchdown pass, highlighted his extraordinary athleticism and improvisational skills. By 1988, Cunningham was emerging as one of the NFL's premier quarterbacks, throwing for 3,800 yards and 24 touchdowns, while also leading the team in rushing with 624 yards. His performance earned him another Pro Bowl nod and solidified his role as the leader of the Eagles' offense. The 1989 season further accentuated Cunningham's unique talents as he threw for 3,400 yards, rushed for 621 yards, and accounted for 35 total touchdowns, showcasing his ability to dominate both through the air and on the ground. Throughout his first 5 years in the NFL, Cunningham's dynamic play and leadership on the field led the Eagles to multiple playoff appearances and established him as one of the most exciting and innovative quarterbacks of his time. His early career was characterized by a combination of raw athleticism, pioneering play style, and memorable moments that not only captivated fans, but also redefined what it meant to be a quarterback in the National Football League. The subsequent 5 seasons of Randall Cunningham's NFL career, spanning from 1990 to 1994, were marked by both spectacular performances and significant challenges, underscoring his resilience and enduring talent. The 1990 season stands out as one of the most remarkable in Cunningham's career and in Eagles history. He threw for 3,400 yards and 30 touchdowns, showcasing a remarkable improvement in his passing game. Additionally, his 942 rushing yards that season set a record for quarterbacks, a testament to his unparalleled ability as a dual threat. This performance earned him another Pro Bowl selection and solidified his status as one of the league's elite quarterbacks. However, the 1991 season brought unforeseen challenges for Cunningham and the Eagles. In the first game of the season, he suffered a devastating knee injury that sidelined him for the remainder of the year. This injury marked a significant setback for both Cunningham and the team, testing his resilience and determination. Despite the adversity, Cunningham's commitment to his recovery and return to the field was unwavering. His absence was deeply felt, underscoring his importance to the Eagles' offense and leadership on the team. The offense pretty much fell apart in Cunningham's absence. Cunningham's return in 1992 was highly anticipated, and he did not disappoint. Although his rushing yards decreased, a testament to a more cautious approach post-injury, he still managed to throw for 2,700 yards and 19 touchdowns in 15 games. His ability to adapt his game and remain effective despite the injury spoke volumes of his skill and versatility as a quarterback. The 1993 season saw Cunningham leading the Eagles to an 8-8 record, throwing for 3,000 yards and 16 touchdowns. His performance helped the Eagles secure a wild card spot, demonstrating his ability to lead his team to the playoffs despite the challenges. This was the first season where Cunningham began to face stiff criticism due to his lack of ability to bounce back from injury. By 1994, it was becoming clear that the landscape was changing for Cunningham and the Eagles. With another 3,000 passing yards and 16 touchdowns, his individual performance remained strong, but the team struggled to find consistency. This season would mark the end of an era for Cunningham with the Eagles, as both parties looked toward new beginnings. Despite the challenges, the Eagle years highlighted Cunningham's incredible talent, resilience in the face of adversity, and his indelible impact on the Eagles and the NFL. His legacy as a trailblazer for mobile quarterbacks was firmly established, paving the way for future generations to follow in his footsteps. Quarterbacks like Michael Vick, Russell Wilson, and Cam Newton followed the path he created. His departure from the Eagles in 1995 led to a temporary exit from football, allowing Cunningham time to reflect and focus on personal growth. This period of introspection set the stage for one of the most memorable comebacks in NFL history. Most people thought there was no way to come back into the league after a few seasons off. In 1997, Cunningham returned to the NFL, signing with the Minnesota Vikings. The 1998 season emerged as a career-defining year for him. At the helm of one of the most prolific offenses the league had ever seen, Cunningham led the Vikings to a 15-1 regular season record, throwing for 3,700 yards and 34 touchdowns. This resurgence showcased not only Cunningham's undiminished skill, but also his maturity as a player capable of leading a Super Bowl contending team. His performance that year, characterized by deep throws and strategic leadership, reignited discussions about his place among the NFL's elite quarterbacks. In 1999, Cunningham was with the Minnesota Vikings, coming off an incredible 1998 season where he had led the team to a 15-1 record. The expectations were sky high, and the Vikings were considered Super Bowl contenders. The season started strongly for Cunningham, but he faced difficulties maintaining the previous year's MVP-caliber performance. Midway through the season, after a series of inconsistent outings, and with the Vikings sitting at a 2-4 record, he was benched in favor of Jeff George. The decision underscored the harsh realities of professional football, where even seasoned veterans could find themselves sidelined. Despite this setback, Cunningham's leadership and experience were invaluable to the team, and the Vikings finished the season with a 10-6 record, making it to the playoffs, but ultimately falling short of a Super Bowl appearance. The 2000 season saw Cunningham sign with the Dallas Cowboys, reuniting with former Vikings offensive coordinator Chan Gailey. In Dallas, Cunningham was expected to bring stability and veteran leadership to the quarterback position. He started only 3 games over the course of the season, playing a mentorship role to the younger quarterbacks on the roster. His performance was solid, if not spectacular, throwing for 849 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions in his limited appearances. The Cowboys struggled throughout the season, finishing with a 5-11 record, and Cunningham's role was that of a seasoned professional, providing depth and experience rather than leading the charge on the field. The 2001 NFL season marked the final chapter in Randall Cunningham's illustrious career, ending his journey on the professional gridiron with the Baltimore Ravens. Signing with the Ravens as a backup to starter Elvis Grbac, Cunningham's presence on the roster was viewed as an insurance policy. A veteran quarterback with a wealth of experience who could provide stability if needed. His role was primarily that of a mentor and advisor, leveraging his years of experience to guide the younger players and offer strategic insights to the team's offense. Despite his backup status, Cunningham saw action in 6 games during the 2001 season, starting 2. In these appearances, he demonstrated that his skills had not diminished, completing 34 of 60 passes for 573 yards and throwing for 3 touchdowns against just 1 interception. His play provided a spark for the Ravens in crucial moments, showcasing his ability to still compete at a high level. One of his notable performances came in a Week 2 victory against the Cincinnati Bengals, where Cunningham stepped in for an injured Grbac and led the team to a win, throwing for 222 yards and a touchdown. The Ravens finished the regular season with a 10-6 record, securing a playoff berth, while their defense of the Super Bowl title fell short in the divisional round against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cunningham's contributions throughout the season were a positive note for the team. His professionalism, leadership, and readiness to perform when needed exemplified the qualities that had made him a respected figure throughout his NFL career. Retiring after the 2001 season, Cunningham left the game as one of its most dynamic and innovative quarterbacks. His final season with the Ravens was a fitting close to a career that had spanned 16 years, encompassing highs and lows, comebacks, and a lasting impact on how the quarterback position is played. Cunningham's journey from a thrilling dual-threat quarterback to a wise veteran mentor underscored the evolution of a player who had truly left his mark on the NFL. Some iconic players have sung the praise of Randall and his abilities. Chris Carter, his teammate on the Minnesota Vikings, described him as someone who could do things we've never seen before. There's no one in the game who could do what he could do. Even defensive players like Brian Dawkins, who played with him in Philadelphia, describes watching him play as watching someone conduct magic on the field. There were many times he would inspire his teammates to think that literally anything was possible. The conversation around Randall Cunningham and his potential induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame is a testament to his remarkable career and lasting impact on the game of football. His dynamic play style, which seamlessly blended traditional quarterback prowess with unparalleled athleticism, not only challenged, but changed the perceptions of what a quarterback could and should be. Cunningham's influence on the game is still felt today, as dual-threat quarterbacks have become more prevalent and celebrated within the NFL. Advocates for his Hall of Fame candidacy often highlight his pioneering role in this evolution, his memorable performances, and his ability to inspire both teammates and future generations. The debate surrounding his inclusion reflects not only on his statistical achievements, but on his broader contribution to the sport's history. There are some critiques that are often levied against Cunningham we want to go over. Among the criticisms, perhaps the most notable concerns his consistency as a quarterback. Cunningham's remarkable athleticism and ability to make electrifying plays were sometimes offset by periods where his decision-making and performance lacked the steadiness seen in some of his contemporaries. His risk-taking style, though often leading to spectacular gains, also resulted in turnovers, posing challenges in tightly contested matches. Another aspect of Cunningham's career under scrutiny is his playoff performance. Despite leading his teams to the postseason on several occasions, Cunningham's playoff record did not mirror the success achieved during the regular seasons. The absence of a Super Bowl title or deep playoff runs in his resume has been a point of discussion among sports analysts and fans alike, considering the potential his talent and leadership demonstrated. Injuries and durability concerns also color perceptions of Cunningham's career. His dynamic, scrambling play style, while a significant factor in his success, also exposed him to physical risks, leading to injuries that sidelined him at crucial junctures. These injuries, particularly a significant knee injury in 1991, not only affected his performance and longevity, but also led to questions about his ability to sustain success over time. Despite these criticisms, it's essential to approach Cunningham's career with a nuanced perspective. His influence on the quarterback position, breaking the mold with his athleticism and playmaking ability, paved the way for future generations. Cunningham's journey in the NFL is a testament to resilience, innovation, and the complex nature of sports, where triumphs and challenges coexist. His legacy, therefore, is not solely defined by the shortcomings or the accolades, but by the indelible mark he left on the game of football. In the years following his retirement, Cunningham, who had always been open about his Christian faith during his playing days, felt a calling to serve in a pastoral role. He founded Remnant Ministries in Las Vegas, where he assumed the role of pastor. Through his ministry, Cunningham has been able to offer spiritual guidance and support to his congregation, emphasizing the importance of faith, family, and community. His transition from NFL quarterback to pastor highlights a profound shift in focus, from achieving on the field to serving off it. Apart from his pastoral duties, Cunningham has remained connected to football, albeit at a more grassroots level. He has served as a high school football coach, using his vast experience to mentor young athletes in Las Vegas. In this role, Cunningham has not only imparted technical knowledge of the game, but also life lessons on leadership, resilience, and the importance of education. His involvement in youth sports underscores his commitment to giving back and nurturing the next generation of talent. Family has always been a cornerstone of Cunningham's life post-retirement. He and his wife Felicity have raised their children with an emphasis on faith, education, and sports, reflecting the values that have guided Cunningham's life. Tragically, the Cunningham family faced a profound loss in 2010 when their young son Christian drowned in a hot tub accident. This heartbreaking event tested their faith, but also strengthened their commitment to family and community support. In recent years, Cunningham has occasionally stepped back into the NFL realm, not as a player, but as a mentor and spiritual advisor. In 2020, he was appointed as the team chaplain for the Las Vegas Raiders, a role that allows him to blend his pastoral duties with his love for football. Cunningham's life after the NFL showcases a man who has leveraged his platform, experience, and faith to make a meaningful impact beyond the football field. Today, Randall Cunningham's legacy is multifaceted. It encompasses his groundbreaking NFL career, where he redefined the quarterback position, as well as his significant contributions to his community and church. As he continues to inspire both on and off the field, Cunningham's story is a testament to the power of transformation, resilience, and the enduring impact of giving back to others. Randall Cunningham's journey from the fields of Santa Barbara to the bright lights of the NFL, and finally to the pulpit of Remnant Ministries, is a story of evolution, resilience, and impact. Throughout his career, Cunningham dazzled fans with his electrifying play, overcoming obstacles and setbacks with grace and determination. His post-NFL life, marked by a deep commitment to faith, family, and community, showcases a man who has found purpose beyond the accolades and records. Whether leading a congregation, coaching young athletes, or supporting his family through unimaginable loss, Cunningham has demonstrated the same leadership and resolve that defined his playing days. As discussions about his place in the Pro Football Hall of Fame continue, it is clear that Randall Cunningham's legacy extends far beyond the football field. It is a legacy of breaking barriers, inspiring others, and living a life marked by faith and service. Regardless of the outcome of Hall of Fame deliberations, Cunningham's story remains a powerful reminder of the impact one individual can have, both in their chosen profession and in the broader community. If you enjoyed this video, we did one a few weeks ago about fellow NFL legend Warren Moon. Feel free to watch it. If you liked this video, please press the like button and subscribe so we can reach more people and grow our channel.